Okay, listen to this. Perplexity recently released a new shop feature, and I don't think people are quite realizing just how big the implications of this shop feature are. So in this video, I'll walk you through why Perplexity Shop is such a big deal and how you can take advantage of it for yourself to actually make money with it, as well as some potential pitfalls and areas I'm just not so sure about. My name is Jason Hamilton, I'm the Nerdy Novelist, and this channel is all about AI for writing, but I want to talk a little bit about AI for marketing and for actually purchasing books in this video. With Perplexity Shop, you have this option to now look for products directly inside of Perplexity, which by the way is an amazing program that I now use more than I use Google as a research/search assistant. Now you have to have a pro account with Perplexity, at least for now, in order to use the shop feature. But once you're in there, you can do searches like this one that I did. I like books by Brandon Sanderson. Can you help me find similar books from other authors? And it gave me a couple of suggestions, but then it gives me a related product, and there's this button that you'll see here called Buy with Pro. You'll also see that this book is coming from Walmart, which is one of the partners that Perplexity has. I've also seen Target on there as one of the potential partners, and you can just say Buy with Pro and it'll buy that book and ship it to you. And one of the cool things right now, since this is a brand new feature and it's only available through the Pro plan, is that shipping is actually free, although I don't anticipate that that will continue for forever. Now you'll see for this particular search query, there's only one option here, but there is a button here that says go to all products. And when I saw this, I just about my jaw hit the floor, because look at this book. This book is mine. This is my book right here being suggested by Perplexity in the top 8 different things here. Now it did get one thing wrong because it's got Brandon Sanderson's book right here, and I was looking for books similar to Brandon Sanderson. But I know K.N. Lee is an author that I know who is an indie author. I'm guessing a lot of these are also indie books. Stephen Erickson is not. That's a traditionally published book. But look, my book is here. That blew my mind. And if I click on it, it comes up here. You can see the cover and see that this is available through Barnes & Noble. Now this one, Barnes & Noble must not be a full partner with Perplexity because it's just giving me a link to their site instead of a Buy with Pro version, but this is still really cool. And again, I didn't plan this at all. I just saw this here and I'm like, oh, that's my book. Potentially it knew who I was, but I actually kind of doubt it in this case that it's that sophisticated, that it knew that I was the searcher and that this was a book that I had written. There's that potential there. I imagine if you did the search over again, you wouldn't get the exact same results, but that's still pretty cool. And of course, you can use it for other queries as well. For instance, I did one, can you help me find the materials I need to build a home library? It gives me some suggestions for what a home library should have, and then a number of products here. And then of course, I really like this design here when we go to all products, because it gives it a really nice way of looking at it. So here's some IKEA shelves. So I can see what those would look like. All of the details here. Once again, you'd have to visit the site for that one, but there are instances like this one that you can get from Target where you can just buy it with Pro. But this is why I think Perplexity and AI in general is actually going to be a little bit of a game changer for book discoverability or any product discoverability. But with this channel, we focus more on the books and all of that. We know that Amazon has been pay to play for a while. The natural AI driven algorithms to organically show you books that are similar to other books that you have read are kind of long gone. There's still a little bit of organic discoverability with Amazon, but for the most part, it's gone and ads have replaced it. So that's really the way that Amazon makes a lot of their money, is through ads, which is unfortunate because this ends up being a worse experience for the reader. It's always a good thing if the reader can say, hey, I like this book. Can you show me other books like it? And Amazon's algorithm used to be really good at that, but now they don't really do that anymore. But AI is really good at making associations between different objects, products, whatever it is, concepts, stories. And this is actually why I actually want AI to be trained on my books, because I want it to be able to know what my books are about and to be able to make that association between my books and other books that are similar so that my books can be discovered by fans of those other books. In fact, I would predict that there will eventually come a time where you will not want to remove your book from the AI training, because to do so would be to significantly decrease your potential discoverability. The same thing happened in the early 2000s with Google and Google search. A lot of people didn't want Google to just be randomly crawling their sites and indexing their sites. And so Google came up with this thing called robots.txt, which allows you to opt out basically of Google crawling crawling your site, which is fine. But what ended up happening is that nobody actually used that feature unless they didn't want their site to be crawled by Google or to get traffic by Google, because to do so would be to basically mean your site gets no traffic at all. And we want that traffic. And so most people allow their sites to be indexed by Google because of the potential traffic there. And I think the same will probably be true of AI in the future because we want that AI discoverability. But the real question is, how can you take advantage of this and actually make money with it? Well, first of all, if you're interested in this particular program with Perplexity, they have a merchant program that you can get if you want to check that out. And it does integrate with Shopify. So if you have a Shopify store where you sell your books directly to readers, you can actually get those books in here. And if you do that now, when this is still a very new thing, there's a good chance that your books will show up high because we haven't reached that market saturation point yet. And with that, I would also start optimizing your pages almost in the same way that we used to optimize pages for Google search, known as SEO or search engine optimization, which is an industry that I worked in for 10 years. You might want to start doing things similar to that, but optimized for AI search. And I don't necessarily know how different that's going to be from optimizing for search engines like Google. I imagine it's going to be very similar, just putting in the right keywords to show that the relevancy of your books to other authors. So I might put something in there like, my books are similar to Brandon Sanderson, but with a mythological twist. And while you can absolutely join the merchant program with Perplexity, I think this goes beyond Perplexity. It won't be long before the other major tools have similar features inside of them. Make sure you are also allowing your books to be trained. Now, currently, there isn't really a way to opt out of that, but there are programs coming. For instance, HarperCollins recently made a deal with some AI companies to license their work with the permission of the authors. And if that ever happens to you, if you're one of those authors that has the opportunity to get your book licensed for training, do it. Absolutely do it, because you will be gaining that advantage of this potential exposure here. Now, I know a lot of people are worried about, will the AI be able to reproduce my book, or is it going to steal things? And to that, I say, you don't really need to worry about that. It's actually incredibly hard to accidentally plagiarize anything that an AI has been trained on, at least not without some deliberate prompting in order to do so. And even then, a lot of these tools have safeguards in place, so it won't actually produce fully plagiarized material. But it will know what your book is about, it will know your characters, and it will be able to know which authors are similar to yours, and so it will be able to produce good results when someone asks for books similar to those authors. But to be honest, this is a new industry and we don't really know exactly how it's going to work out. That's why the only comparable thing that we have so far is Google search. But this is actually quite a bit more sophisticated and better than Google search has been. And so how we optimize for this, I don't necessarily know. I was recently looking at my analytics for one of my websites and saw that I had some traffic from GPT search. So we are starting to see these being used as actual traffic sources rather than just a way to get information. But all I'm saying is that this is a space I think we want to be watching, because I think it's going to blow up in a good way in the near future. That said, there are some things that I'm a little bit hesitant about. For instance, I don't know about you, but I'm not necessarily sure I trust that Perplexity will give me good product options that I would actually want to buy. For example, AI right now, and this isn't Perplexity, but AI is capable of booking a flight for me. But do I really want it to book a flight for me? Am I really going to trust that it gets that right? Maybe eventually in the future, once it knows my airline preferences and the times of day that I want to go and all of that, and it can take that information and search for the cheapest flight across all of the different websites out there and find me the best option. Maybe at some point in the future, once I've learned to trust these tools a little bit more. But that's the problem, right? We still lack a little bit of trust that it can do the job right. But we have to remember that right now these tools are the worst they're ever going to be. They're only going to get better and more sophisticated. There's another issue I ran into, and that is for digital products. So for instance, ebooks. I noticed as I was going through Perplexity search, I wasn't seeing any ebooks. Everything I saw was for print books that could be actually shipped to my house, because there's issues that you run into with ebooks and other digital products, like how do they get delivered to you? If I bought bought an ebook through Barnes & Noble as opposed to Apple Books or Kobo or Amazon, how would the AI know how to get that ebook to whatever device that I've got? There's going to have to be some kind of middleman, I think, to facilitate something like that, which is something we don't have yet. But I do think that these issues will be ironed out eventually, and mad props to Perplexity for being another mover and shaker in this industry. And in fact, I would say they're actually one of the big companies to watch because they've been doing some very innovative things that not even OpenAI or Anthropic have been doing, and they've been doing it first. They've been the first people to do it, and other companies have been adopting some of the things that Perplexity puts into practice. And so they're definitely one that I would watch. And let me know if you would like a full tutorial on Perplexity in the future. And speaking of full tutorials, I did one recently about Novel Crafter, which you should definitely check out. I'll have a link right here. And that's the tool that you should definitely check out if you want to learn how to write a book using AI so that you can have more of these products in the market and potentially make money off of them with AI. So check that out, and I will see you in the next video. Although I don't intend, because to do so would be to significantly, or